Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I go by the name of Chris Vick, and welcome back to What's That? The Game Lounge. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed your Labor Day weekend. If you worked like me, you're probably as tired as a dog. But if you didn't and got the chance to go to a cookout, fuck you. Hope you enjoyed your food, though, of course. And for your viewing pleasure tonight, we have Sonic Mania on the Game Lounge. So if you tuned into the last episode, you would know that me and Hav had wound up playing. We got through that last zone. We're now in the Titanic Monarch zone. And we were playing Would You Rather last time. For tonight's topic, I felt like it would have been a good one. It's going to be phone versus. So we got Apple versus Android. So I've had an Apple iPhone for about maybe 5 solid years right now. And I got to say, I definitely give it to Apple for just being a dependable ass device. I can say that. 9 times out of 10, when you get an Apple device, it's like pretty much spot on. Like the device is actually fire. So I had wind up having an Android a while ago, and definitely respect to Android and what they're able to do. I'm gonna get into that in a second. However, the Apple iPhone, I felt like I wasn't very flashy with phones. I never really wanted to get a phone that was super complicated or had too many other attributes to it. I wanted a nice, simple phone that just did its job, and that was it. And if I didn't do anything more with it, it didn't do anything more. Ah, damn. So Apple, I felt like, did a really good job at harnessing the simplicity of a phone and allowing you to be able to just simply text or call, which every phone does. I know I sound stupid. Just let me cook. Let me cook. Yeah, so like I said, every phone does that basic, mentality. But with the fact that it was a smartphone, it still did the same thing. And it was simply just how, Apple just made it feel like it was a simple phone. It didn't feel, I died that last time in this area. Hold on. So it didn't feel too bad when it came to simply using an iPhone. I felt like it kind of just walked you through it, and you were able to just navigate through the menu and the settings, and everything was just pretty much there. So I felt like with all the other phones, I felt like they're asking for too much. I feel like they're trying to be too flashy. They got these widgets and a whole bunch, which iPhone also has too. So it sounds like I'm just back talking to back talk. I'm just saying, Apple it feels like a simple phone. Everything pretty much stays in one thing. You don't have to worry about trying to sign into an account too much. When you transfer over your device, you don't have to wait too long for the syncing. Well, you kind of do, but it's not, I don't feel like it's as bad as the Android. So I was just thinking in my head, I was like, nah, I don't know. But it, oh wow, he looks like Eggman. Anyway, so it, felt like it was a much better route to take and everything. So, give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, it just felt like it was a simpler or a more idealistic choice to make for me. Now, granted, Apple is very strict when it comes to a lot of their permissions and their user agreements and everything. So they're very precise when it comes to doing certain stuff. However, they do a good job at securing your stuff. So when it comes to you changing a password and everything, they don't give you too much of a runaround. They give you a lot of access to security things that could save your account, such as account keys or recovery keys. And I just wind up upsetting my, I just wind up pissing my phone off earlier. Yeah, fuck you. What was that, nigga? So it does a really good job at being a phone. However, like I said, Apple has a bit of a restriction level that I felt like they would get more purchases for their phone like they need anymore. They're already a top phone to me. They would go about getting more. Okay, so I guess I gotta go straight up. They would go about getting more of a feedback towards people purchasing their phones if they were to allow certain things to be downloaded onto the App Store. Like emulators, for example. If certain phones were allowing you to be able to emulate certain, game factors and everything, I get why you don't. Because, that's supposedly not good. However, nobody gotta know. You don't have to tell nobody that you're illegally pirating games. I'm not promoting pirating games. I'm just saying you don't have to tell nobody that you're not pirating games and shit. And then you can save everybody the trouble of having to figure it out. So, now we're at this point where, oh, that's crazy. So now we're at this point where I stuck with the iPhone just because of the simplicity of it. Now, the Android, and shout out to the Android team. Android's level of freedom is immense. If you get an Android phone, you are going to pay enough money forever to get an Android phone. So it's like, it's worth everything because the Android allows everything. You can get movies, games, photos, pictures, and certain things, and download certain apps, and apps that you didn't think that were made by certain people. Like, they exist on the Apple device. Oh, fuck. They exist on the Android device. So that's why people wind up switching over to go to Android because of the freedom. However, the hardware for a fucking Android is shit to none. If you want a phone made out of fucking eggshells, I've had so many shitty Android phones that I just probably sat on by mistake because I had it in my back pocket because I was trying to work with something and the shit just broke on me. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Okay, how do I fight you? That didn't help. Yes, sir. Ah. I just need one ring. I'll try and spam it. Ah. Yes, sir. Ah. The ring back. You will not stop me. Ah. Oh, no. Get that ring. Get that ring. Get that ring. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Yeah, it's over. It's over. I can tell you are in pain. Oh, what the fuck you doing floating? This is actually one of the most somewhat scary bosses. I like this. And the elevator's dropping all crazy, so it changes the gravity. That's fire. Like, what? That's dead fire. I didn't even realize this. Now it's like hard for me to keep moving up, but it's like, how did gravity keep me from jumping though? Like, what? Like, I really gotta time it. That's really good gameplay right there. I like that. That's fire. I didn't even notice it when I was playing before. I hit him. That's bullshit. My bad, y'all. I'm definitely gonna catch him. Tails. Tails again. Fuck. Oh, it's over. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Hedgehog Beats Machine. I had to forget about the phone conversation, y'all. We about to get right back into that. We were talking about Androids, and I feel like how shitty their phones are. So, as freedom-based as an Android phone is, I feel like they wind up having really cheap material for their phones. And it's not really as dependable as an iPhone is nowadays. I felt like I've dropped my iPhone. Like, they really made iPhone stronger than what they did before. When I tell you I've dropped my iPhone in a consistency of at least 3 times a day and have no breaks. Some different type of glass. That is glass from Wakanda. That is a vibranium ass phone now. And normally the phone itself will go about cracking or something because everybody knows that iPhones used to have the cheapest glass in the world. They used to make up for glass what they did for the phone. The shit was trash. So, no. Okay. So, when, what the fuck? Oh yeah, this is like a lower boss level. I guess I gotta choose a route. There we go. Whoop. So yeah, the Androids are definitely fire phones though. The freedom and just the ability to do what you kind of wanted to do on an Android was just the best part of it. I had Super Nintendo emulators and I had something else as an emulator. I think I had Game Boy Advance games. And it was like you couldn't argue with how fire that was. It was really dope. And you was able to play games that you really enjoyed. Oh shit. Am I just going in a constant loop? Alright, hold on, I gotta think. We're going around in a circle to do this. Then we're going back around to do that. Damn. Keep going in the loop. No. What the fuck is going on? Ah! Alright, it started to make my fucking head hurt. Damn. Okay, here we go. So I gotta really like take my time and shit with this level. I was about to go around this shit 30 more times. I was gonna die here. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. So, I feel like the iPhones have won because of the fact of how dependable they are. I get a phone because of the fact that I want the phone to be able to last a while. Because I don't get every new model of iPhone that comes out. Like, there's people that I know that have to get the top-notch phone. I didn't change my phone one time for like 4 to 5 years. Maybe longer than that. Because I had an iPhone 8. Then I jumped to a 13. So 13 plus 5. 13 plus 5. 8 plus 5, that's 13. Yeah, that's 13. So it was 5-year gapped, but it still wound up doing almost the same thing that my last phone did. And the modeling changes are not really necessary if you're not going to really do much of it. Now, I will give it to iPhone about the action button. The action button is pretty helpful. You can get right to the camera, or you can get right to the flashlight, or you could, go about trying to do noise control or whatever you want to do with it. You got a bunch of choices. You can even do backtrack now, so that's actually fire too. But I'm just saying, with the way that it was set up and everything, I felt like it didn't make any sense. It was just like, no, it's a phone, but it didn't have too much of a freedom to it. So they definitely got both of them. I'm sorry, I'm losing track. They definitely wind up being too definite. I keep saying definite. They wind up being two really good brands of phones, and the companies themselves that wind up helping make them, like LG, Samsung, and a bunch of other ones and stuff like that. They do a really good job at, providing the service of a phone. So you can't say that they definitely don't do it. I'm gonna remain an Apple head because of the fact that an Apple head. Sorry. I'm gonna remain an Apple head in my eyes because I've already got a decent amount of information that I had that I feel like would just progressively be kept safe no matter what. And iPhone has been very dependable to me for the past couple of years that I've had the phone, so I don't really have any complaints with the iPhone. Oh shit, I gotta go back the other way I came. Oh, I still hit something. We gotta get this over down. Low. Can I go now? Like, where am I going now, bro? Gonna be going through 4 sequences. Anyway, let's talk about some other phones. A really dope phone back in the day that I actually enjoyed was, I probably talked about it in a previous episode. I'm not even sure if I did. If I did, I'm sorry. I was a big fan of the Sidekick. Never had one. I got the spikes. Never had one. I've only used one because my friend had it. I'm one of those type of people. Shit! Put me right back in the lion's den. Fuck no. I gotta go up. So, like I said, the Sidekick was definitely a really cool phone. It was just the fact that the phone rotated and it had the little ball to be able to scroll through stuff. Like, T-Mobile really snapped when they did that. It was pretty fire. We out here. Alright, then there's that one on the left. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, the Sidekick was definitely fire. I was also a fan of the G1 and the G2. The G1 and the G2 were like not flip versions because the Sidekick like completely rotated its screen, and under it was a keyboard or whatever. I still can't get over how fucking fly that was back in like what, 2004? That's probably like 2004 or 5 or something. That was a while ago. All right, am I going around the loop? I sure is. Set up here. Am I supposed to go back up this way? Didn't I come from this way? Did they come from this way? What am I doing? My bad, y'all. Let me just figure this out. Yeah, I went down. They sent me back up this way. I go here, that's why. Yeah, they really got some good level placement when it comes to this. That, I'm not thinking too hard. I'm really just talking and playing. I'm probably repeating myself with a lot of shit. I love you guys. However the case, the phones of today are getting pretty dope. I wind up seeing them bring back out the Razor Flip, which was fire. The Razor Flip phone was one of those phones. Did I repeat it? Shit. Okay, let me be careful. Hold on, yeah. Ah, good. No. Fuck! They knew exactly what they was doing with that one. Yep, not again. Not again. I knew that shit was gonna come back. I'm like, both of y'all. So, yeah, the Razor Flip phone was pretty dope. The phones that can bend screens and shit like that, that's actually impressive, but I'd be afraid to get a phone like that because I'm clumsy, so I'll, like, test to see how many times I can fucking fold a phone. It's like, bro, why are you trying to fold a phone? It's like, that's the purpose of the phone, to fold. You wouldn't be a folding phone if you didn't fold, you'd just be a phone. You'd take the folding out. Wee. Wit. Man. So, I definitely like those phones my damn self. They're pretty dope. There was I was fancy a long time ago. One of my first phones was a LG Stylo 3. And I missed that phone. Shout out to LG. I guess we gotta go into the circle. Oh boy. Who's here? Hello? Shh, the show's starting. Eggman. Here we go. I forgot, we gotta do this tentacle thing, I think, to stop him or whatever. There we go, to stop. There we go. And it's like, you can't even avoid those. That's crazy. Alright, so I gotta time it and hit him when he winds up doing that shock move. Gotcha. Got him. Just to sit back and think, this is really just a whole evil doctor. Just get it over with. Just accept my fate, like, fuck it. I know you gonna wind up grabbing me anyway, so you ain't shit. Whatever. Whew. Ah, that's bullshit. What the fuck? Alright, well, I still got a ring. As long as I got a ring, I'm just fine. Bro really be hell-bent on trying to kill me, too. That's the sad part. Yeah, there was one arm. Yeah, 2 hits, boy. Yeah, do the hand thing. Come on. The fact that he already knows how to use it is already somewhat impressive. It's like, bro, what? Oh, that wasn't too bad. Oh shit. Hell's jump. What the fuck? Ah. Gotta get out of there. Yeah. Got you jumping in your boots, don't I, mate? Fuck, you keep doing that Sonic Rock thing. See how fast you are. If I'd have put it in that corner, it'd have been over. Oh, fuck, I missed the whole body. Damn. I really missed that timing jump. I didn't mean to do that. That was by accident. I didn't mean to miss that. Alright, so he's dropping shit. Alright, I don't have to really worry about trying to eat them because they're eggs. Damn, Taylor, I can't keep doing all this shit by myself, boy. That's over. Over. It's over. You only got one more chance, egg nigga. Gotta scramble like an egg before you can fold like an omelet. Where's he going? Alright, get the fuck all the way over here. Somehow that nigga able to catch you. See, all the way over here. I'm not gonna even fucking try it. Nope. Gotta be over right now. Right now. As soon as my legs touch the ground. Again. It's fucking over. You donezo, my nigga. And the fact that he got cracked open and he came out like a yolk, nobody noticed that but me. Jesus Christ, they done left Eggman there to cook. Fuck that nigga. Yeah, fry him. Like the egg he is. You fool. We made it out of there pretty good. Yo, they're really gonna leave him to die in there, though. That's the hilarious part. Like, this whole shit might just cause a massive explosion that'll just 17-degree burn him. And then we just victory pose like it's nothing. Sonic Mania! Well, I didn't know this would be the end of the series already. I actually forgot about the fact that I didn't collect all 7 Chaos Emeralds, so you guys know how that works out. And to be honest, I might not get all of the Chaos Emeralds because they're pretty difficult to do, and it'll take a while to do it. So I'm going to apologize for that. But I wanted to do the story anyway because Sonic Mania is a product of a love for the 90s games. They wind up making sure that they brought back the formula of Sonic. They didn't change too much. They only really polished it up, added a few more things to it, and bodied the music. So Christian Whitehead, you did a wonderful job at talking to Sega. Make another game, please, because I love this game. This game was great. It'll be in my heart forever, because I definitely played the original Sonic the Hedgehog games. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Game Lounge, though. As you can see, when one series ends, another one is coming up, so I'll let you guys know what that is. Like I said, Arkham Knight is coming out this week, too, so please stay tuned in for that. I've been dying for that series ever since I started with City months ago. But I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And any game ideas you might have, please send them to us. We would definitely love to try them out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys had heard of a name of a phone that you heard during this episode and that you favored, which side do you prefer, Apple or Android? Leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll chat back with you, please. I really mean it. I will talk back to you guys. But please enjoy the rest of your evening, and until next time, game until you sleep. Wow!